look what I got myself into. Yes, I got a Mustang. Not a cool Mustang. A poopy Mustang. A 1984 Mustang LX. There's only one lug nut on each tire, so this tire is a little loose and it's not sitting like it's supposed to be. Yeah. But somebody went through the effort to shoehorn a 302 in here. Short tube headers on it. It's got full dual exhaust with mufflers on it. Radiators in the back seat. It does run. It's the guy I got it from had it running. But it needs a starter and steering column. Because the previous owner, before the guy I got it from, fucked up the ignition and tried to rip it apart and messed it all up. And so yeah, I actually know the last two owners of this car. The guy I got it from the other guy, which I both know both of them. The one guy lives in Nebraska, which used to live up here where I live. That's why it's got Nebraska plates on it. But yeah, guy that actually owned this car before bought it, and then something, I don't remember what the deal was. Left it at his brother's, or no, I can't remember what the fucking deal was, but it got left at his brother's house who lives up here. His brother moved and needed to get rid of the car, so he gave it to my friend, and then I got it from him for basically 250 bucks. But it does have a title. 1984 Mustang. I got a title for it so I can sign it over, so it's not stolen. But yeah, it's not in great shape. The windshield's busted. It's, you know, the interior's kind of shot, but I don't care. You know, it's a 5-speed Mustang. Small little car, actually. This fucker's pretty fucking tiny. There's gonna be just enough room for me to be able to fucking operate the fucking pedals. I mean, my feet aren't, you know, huge. Yep. Came with a bunch of shit. The radiator's in the back here. That's got to go back in. This motor supposedly had work done to it. It sounds really mean when it runs. I got to put a starter in it. I got a starter now. Should fit. Needs a fan. When somebody tried to move the car, they decided to hook to the rad support and bent the fuck out of it, so I'll have to push that back out. But yeah, this isn't factory. This is definitely not supposed to be in this car. It's supposed to have like a 4-cylinder or a little V6, but it's got a Edelbrock aluminum intake on it and headers, and you know, it's got a Holly 4-barrel on it. Nothing too spectacular, but it should haul the mail. And then this is a tiny little car, and it's got a slightly built 302 on it. I would guess it's slightly built. Somebody did a little bit of work to this motor. I don't know if those are steel heads yet or if those are aluminum. I think those are cast heads yet. But yeah. So if I get this running, it'll make a dandy work car to get to work really quick. Maybe a little tilt-a-whirl. For an 84, it's not too bad. I mean, I don't know what the fuck that's from, being strapped down or what, but a little rot there. Some rot here. Pretty rotten down there, but I don't care. A back bumper, a front bumper, a shitty Bondo job, and some paint, and it won't look too bad actually. Probably end up reselling it anyways. Get her around and play with it for a while, and I'll probably fucking trade it off on something else. Or I'll just beat the piss out of it and run her to the ground. I don't care. I'll pull the motor out and stick it in Big Red. If this motor's got as much go as it's supposed to, it'll go nice in Big Red. Big Red could always use a little extra power. But yeah, I guess I actually technically traded the Aero Coupe for it. The Aero Coupe I was never going to do anything with because it was just, even if I did get it going, it was just going to be a cruiser. It really wasn't something I wanted. I want something that goes fast. I haven't had anything that went fast yet, so. It's a Ford, but it was priced right. Basically, it only cost me $250. So I'm not going to complain too bad, even if it's a total complete failure. I'll have at least a good motor. I'm sure there's a few parts on this car somebody might be looking for, even though these are the shitbox Mustangs. The Mustang that everybody owned. I mean, even the Dodge Omni of the day would kick this car's ass when it was just the four-banger Mustang. And there really wasn't much special about them. Unless you had a GT, but I don't think those were till later years. This was actually, I think, pre-GT model, and even the GT models really didn't have a whole lot going for them, other than they did have a 5.0 in them, but that still doesn't really mean a whole lot. There's oil and shit all over the motor because there was no valve covers when the last guy that I got this from got it, and he ran it a few times with the valve covers off. Shot oil everywhere. Then he put these valve covers on there, so that's why there's oil all over it. But yeah, this is mainly just a project. I needed something to do. I think I'm going to give up on putting the starter in for the night. I got the starter out of the truck I was working on, so a little bit of progress. I'll go one day at a time here. Maybe I'll get the starter in tomorrow. It looks like it's going to be a fucking pain in the ass because that top bolt's tucked up behind the fucking header, and I don't know how the hell I'll get that off. I don't know if I'll have to pull the header back or if I can actually get a wrench down in there or what. I pulled the starter off a 351, but I'm pretty sure they're the same as far as I know. They look the same, so I guess I don't even know exactly if this is a 302. It could be a 351, but I doubt it. I guess I don't even know where the fucking block numbers are in these fucking Fords. It's back here on the back like a GM. I don't know. I would say it's just a 302. Yep, I think I rambled long enough, so bring on the troll comments. I don't really care. Just a little toy. Nothing else, it'll make a good go-kart.